All right. Hello, niños and niñas. Okay, this looks similar to what we did last Friday, but it's column addition. This is another way to add multiple digit numbers on top of each other. So instead of using those partial sums, we're going to use more columns. It says estimate, then use column addition to solve problems 1 and 2. Use any strategy to solve problem 3. Use your estimates to check whether your answer makes sense. So up here, fill in your units. What are we measuring in? Puppies, dogs, pencils, unicorns, whatever you would like. Okay, this looks super similar to our last one. We are still going to estimate because estimating is a great way to check if our answer is reasonable. Now I see that they rounded to the tens, which is smart because we can't round this one to the hundreds. So they said 150 plus 60 equals 210. This is what our exact answer is going to be about. And we say about because we're not using exact answers. All right, they put 148, the bigger number on top, plus 59. We're adding again. Now they divided them into columns, the hundreds place, the tens place, and the ones place. Let's see what they did. Well, they said 8 plus 9 is 17, right? Because if we take 1 away, this becomes 7. And we add it here, that becomes 10. 10 plus 7, 17. They left 17 just in the ones place. Wait to see what we do with it later. They took 4 tens and 5 tens, and now they have 9 tens because it's in the tens place. Then they took the 1 plus nothing in the hundreds place, and we've won 100. That was our first step. Our first step was putting the numbers in the columns. But we know that we can't have 17 ones. This 1 right here means that it's a tens. So they kept the ones place, right? The 17, 7 is in the ones place, and they moved 1 10 over. Well, 9 plus 1 is 10. Now they have 10 tens, and then they still had 100. Our 7 ones can stay there because 7 is a single digit number, it can stay in the ones. But you know what? We can't have 10 tens because 10 times 10 makes 100. So we have to take this 10 and we have to move it over to the hundreds. I can keep the 0, but 1 plus 1 is 2. So we get 207. This can be a little tricky, so if you need to rewatch this video as we're going, please do. Put me on pause anytime you need it. So just like last week, we are going to estimate. We need to round first to add, and then we get our estimate to see if our exact answer is reasonable. What should I round to? Well, there's nothing before the ones, so I should round to the tens place. Remember, the 1 tells the 10 how to round. The 1 tells the 10 how to round. Okay. If it is 4 or less, we let it rest. That means 67. It either has to stay at 6 or it's 5 or more, we raise the score, or it goes up 1. This 6 either stays the same or goes up 1. What is it going to do? 67 is closer to 7. 7 is 5 or more, so we raise the score. That means we add 1 more to 6 to make it 7, and anything behind it has to become a 0. All right, then we're going to add, what are we going to add? Well, my 5, again, is 5 or more, so I raise the score. The 2 has to become 1 more to make it a 3, and anything after becomes a 0. What is 70 plus 30? I know that 7 plus 3 is 10, and add that 1 0 that they both have in the end, so it becomes 100. It means my answer is going to be about 100. Let's solve it together. 67 plus 25. Again, I put my largest number on top always. Okay. Let's draw in our columns. I have a ones place, a tens place. Oops. So ones, tens, and we don't know if we'll have 100, but we'll put it just in case our tens add up to an extra 100. What is 7 plus 5? 5 plus 5 is 10, and I know 7's 2 more, so 10 plus 2 is 12. Normally, I'd put my 2 down and carry my 10, but we're just going to keep it in the column since we're doing column addition. What is 6 plus 2? 6 plus 2 is 8. Should I put anything in my hundreds? Nope, nothing to add up. Okay, we're going to go to step 2. Can I leave 12 in the 1 spot? No, because this 1 means that I have a 10. So I can keep what's in the 1's place, so I put down my 2, but now I have to add 1 10 to my 8 because here's the 10s column. 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay, we'll go to our next column because now we have to see if we have any hundreds since we added something to the 10s. Can my 2 stay at 2? It can because that's a single digit. And can my 10 or can my 9 stay in the 10s place? Yeah, because it doesn't have any number ahead of it. So my answer is 92. 67 plus 25 is 92. Is my answer reasonable? Does that answer make sense? Yes, because my rounded number is 100. That's only 8 away. That makes it very reasonable. Awesome. Let's estimate. We could round to the hundreds place, but I'm going to have us round to the tens place again because when we round to smaller numbers, it is more accurate of an answer. So what is this 7 telling our tens place to do? Is 2 going to stay the same or is it going to go 1 more? And what is this 6 telling the 8 to do? Is 8 going to stay the same or is it going to go up to 9? Let's find out. 220 or 230? Well, 7 is 5 or more, so we're going to raise the score. That means our 2 becomes a 3, and anything after the rounded place becomes a 0. So 230 plus 380 or 390. Well, 6 is 5 or more, so we raise the score. 8 goes up to 9, and anything after becomes a 0. 390. What is 230 plus 390? Well, in my ones place, I see 0, so I know it's automatically 0. 9 plus 3 is what? 9, 10, 11, 12. I can put a 2, and I know that I need to add 1 more 100. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 1 more 100 is 6. So my answer is about 620. Let's see what our exact answer is. 386, that's my bigger number, plus 227. Keeping these nice and organized is going to be very, very important. Draw in, I should have drawn this bottom. Oh, look at that straight line. Draw in your columns and let's label them. Here's my ones place. Next is my tens place. Draw these above. And after is the hundreds. Okay. Let's start adding in our ones place. What is 6 plus 7? Well, you know 6 plus 6 is 12. Add 1 more, that's 13. Normally I drop the 3 and carry the 1. But since it's column addition, we are just going to put a 13 because right now we have 13 ones. How many 10s do we have? 8 plus 2 is 8, 9, 10. So I just put 10 because I have 10 10s. And how many hundreds? 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, that was my first step. Now we have to take a look at the ones place. Can I leave the ones how it is? No, because right now we have 13 ones and we can only keep the one that's in the ones digit. So I put 3 here. And I know I need to add 1 over here. But I keep my 10. So I took my 3 and I add it. And I add the 110 to my tens place. So 10 plus 1 is 11. And then we drop our 100 down to make it 5. Draw the next line. Now we have to look at the tens place. And I'm going to extend my columns. We fix the ones column, right? There's only 1 digit in there, and that's all we can have. 1 digit per column. Is 11 1 digit? No, it's a double digit. So we need to keep the one that's in the ones place. This is 11 tens. If we take 11 times 10, that's like saying 110. And we can't have hundreds in our tens place. So I keep my 110 that's here. And this is my hundreds. So I have to add it to my hundreds place. What is 5 plus 1? It's 6. So here's our answer, 613 or 613. Is our answer reasonable? It is, because it's only 7 away from 620, our estimated answer. So awesome job. What I want you to do is round these numbers to your tens place. We're still adding. Find your estimate and then stack your numbers on top of each other. And I know it says choose which way you'd like to add, but I would like you to continue with column addition to practice one all on your own. When you're finished, send a picture to your teacher. Keep up the great work and check out the MathBox video.